Hey guys, how you doing today? We got Kim down here today. How you doing, man? It's good seeing ya.
I made it.
So we got another customer showcase video. So open up this case and let's see what you got. I think you guys are gonna. Really enjoy this one.
No, you can't look at it just because it draws all the life out of it. Okay, try not to breathe too hard because you pull it and then it'll implode. Yes.
So what is this thing, Kim?
This is a guitar made by Martin Guitar Company, CF Martin and Company. They started out of Vienna in 1833, immigrated to Nazareth, which at the time they thought was in New York, so the original stamps say New York. And then they found out, oh, we're in Pennsylvania. So then they changed that. This is from 1895. It's an O-size guitar, small size.
Right.
And it's called a Model 34, which is upgraded. It's all ivory, real ivory. I know it looks like shiny plastic.
So to sum it up, this is an what year did you say?
95.
This is an 1895 Martin
guitar. It's called an 034.
034.
And it's signed and dated by Frank Henry Martin on the top, on the inside.
Wow.
And
that
nice book matched herringbone trim.
Here, let's set it up on top of this case. Let me set this case down. Okay. So herringbone.
Yeah, nice wood trim that's been custom inlaid. And then they had what's called friction tuners because they didn't have the gears yet. And they work just like violin tuners. This is for the strap. If you have a strap, just one off real quick there. And there, same type. But the friction tuners work like a violin tuner where the diameter gets bigger as you push it in, and that's what tightens it and keeps it in hold tune.
Yeah.
So I'd almost call this museum quality.
I would say so. So what is the wood that they use right here?
This is all Brazilian rosewood. It's got ebony fingerboard, and I believe it's a Spanish cedar neck. Yes. They use a lot of Spanish cedar. I have guitars that they did with British Honduras Brazilian rosewood. And it's some of the best and finest looking and sounding wood that you will find. Unfortunately, it's illegal to get it anymore unless you find it.
So Martin has been making some guitars for a long while
since
now.
1833. I have one at home that's from 1900 that's also signed and dated.
How long have you owned this thing?
I just got it about a month ago.
Good for you.
Had to
sell
figure out how they were going to get it from Canada here because the guy was so worried that customs would seize it.
Because of the rosewood.
Because of the ivory.
Oh. Let's take a look at that.
Yeah, I mean, the rosewood, you can tell it's there, but the ivory just stands out. I mean, here, you've got ivory inlays, ivory strap pegs. And it was really nice of Washburn to actually make a guitar case. It fits it over 100 years later, which is just like, well, thank you, Washburn. Washburn had great instruments at the turn of the century, around 1900. Washburn, Ditson, Mauer, Prairie State, there were a lot of makers and stuff doing guitars and parlor guitars then. And at that time, Gibson, for instance, was the Gibson Mandolin Company, because most orchestras were mandolins. You'd have 8 or 10 mandolin players and maybe a couple of guitar players. And guitars were so small, and once guitar came more to the forefront, they started making them bigger. But with bluegrass and Dixie music and all of that, it's just, you know, banjos and mandolins. Or you can find mandolins, banjos that are $200,000.
That's amazing. This thing is really cool. Nylon strings.
Yeah, they're nylon in the center. They're like wrapped. See, the frets had been. Guy sent me a thing. He reseated and crowned the frets. The top had been re-glued, and 2 of these pins are not original, which would almost make me think, well, those are the 2 that kind of stand out.
Yeah, they're a little bit darker.
Yeah. And let's see. Signed and dated by Frank Henry Martin. Actually, when he signed and dated, he only did his initials, FHM. And this one says that, FHM, and then 1895. The other Martin I have from 1900 is actually dated, signed. It actually says January 9th, 1900. And it's a 00 size, which is a little bit larger than this.
So this guitar was up in Canada, and now it's down here in Arizona. What are you going to do as far as keeping the humidity in it?
Well, I'm going to put it out in the sun and see if it gets a tan. And
so you got a humidifier that you
just bought one.
You just bought a humidifier?
Because I got this a couple of weeks ago, so I just got the right size. I had another one I was using, but it wasn't exactly correct. Yeah, my other friends and I, we find great guitars, and then it's like, okay, who's going to buy it? How much is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Really
Next
cool,
question,
man.
who can afford to buy it?
Yeah, no kidding. So, can we get you to play that thing a little bit for us?
Let's see if it stayed in tune a little. Oh, it almost did.
Wow, really nice, man. Good job.
It plays really easily, sounds really, really nice.
You're the perfect size for that guitar, too.
Well, yeah, I'd probably get the size a little smaller.
There it is. An 1892. An 1895 Martin.
034.
An 034.
O is the size, 34 is the model, which is one of the nicer models, inlay. Technically, and this applies to the other model I have, 228. They didn't have inlays on the neck, so this is a custom order.
Oh, wow.
And the same thing with the other Martin. I would have loaded it up if I'd known I was going to stop by.
Well, we'll do another video for another day, but Kim, thank you very much, man.
And we'll get Al to come in.
We will. Okay. Yeah.
He's playing San Jose tonight.
Good
with
for
Stevie
him.
Nicks. That's what it is.
Yep, Stevie Nicks is bass player. Okay, man. I appreciate you guys watching. You guys take care.
Good.